6. A middle road? With Germanism shown thus to be the very soul of conquest and world domination, may we not then pose this question: is it possible for the world, in any matter, to find some compromise that will allow both it and Germany to exist side by side in peace and justice? In concrete terms, were peace declared tomorrow to Germany's apparent satisfaction, could this nation, born and bred on blood, be expected to be appeased for more than the immediate future? We should like to hope so, but the history of that nation cuts the hope out of our heart. The majority of people claim that Hitler alone stands between war and peace. But is it Hitler alone who smashed Austria, Czechoslovakia, Holland, Poland, Norway, Belgium, and France, and the Balkan countries? Is it Hitler alone who tortures and oppresses these people? But for argument's sake, let us assume that Hitler is no more and the world is seeking a just basis for peace with Germany. We quickly discover that the Germany of our dreams is not the Germany of dread reality. For, in the first place, there is no longer living in Germany that so-called older generation with whom reasonable talk might be made. This woeful handful is gone and forgotten, and in its stead stands the brown-shirted legion singing that glorious Hohes Wessel paean. Today Europe, tomorrow all the world. Enlightened reasoned with perverted chatterers of a world dirge composed by a drunkard, written in a brothel, and dedicated to a pimp? What then of a democratic Germany? Democracy for a nation that has destroyed a mighty people of some 30 million Poles with the epithet, such a servant race, has no existence. Democracy for a people who believes only in superiority, not equality? Well then, break Germany up into small autonomous states? Nonsense! That pan-Germanism which has received blind allegiance in Berlin of every German irrespective of his remoteness or his nationality could not overnight endure such an arbitrary and weak barrier to its dreams. Let us carve up the world and give Germany a share which the world and she will agree is her just due. Germany has already given us her answer. Quote, Germany does not want a share of anything. She demands, all or nothing. End quote. Re-educate the younger generation? Even were such a vast program put into operation, it is highly doubtful whether it would be worth the effort or achieve its objective. The soul is a greater and infinitely more powerful force than the brain, and the martial characteristics of the German are linked indelibly with his spirit and have become an integral part of his soul. Someday, that war soul would again come to dominate his brain. A final solution? Let Germany be policed forever by an international armed force? Even if such a huge undertaking were feasible, life itself would not have it so. As war begets war, suppression begets rebellion. Undreamed horrors would unfold. Thus, we find that there is no middle course, no action of mediation, no compromise to be compounded, no political or economic sharing to be considered. There is, in fine, no other solution except one: that Germany must perish forever from this earth. And fortunately, as we shall now come to see, that is no longer impossible of accomplishment.